How are you? I am very well, thank you. And you?
I'm very good. What is your name?
My name is Richard. What's your name?
My name is Mabel.
Oh, pleased to meet you.
You too. Where are you from, Richard?
Right now, I live in Brazil.
Nice.
Yes, in the state of São Paulo. Do you know São Paulo?
Yes.
About São Paulo?
I do. I want that. Like Brazil's on my bucket list. I would love to see Brazil someday.
Oh, that's nice. Do you have a lot of Brazilian students?
I have a few Brazilian students. It's a very popular. So for Cambly, there are three big countries that you see: is Saudi Arabia, Turkey, Brazil, actually, and China. So 4 countries. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Do you teach Chinese people too?
I do. I teach a lot of Chinese students. So Cambly, they're adults, but also I teach children online in the early mornings.
That's really nice. But besides English, do you speak another language?
I speak a little bit of Chinese.
Oh, that's nice. Could you please show me a little bit Chinese?
Like, what do you want to hear?
Tell me, please, a little bit about yourself.
In Chinese?
In Chinese, for example, your name, what do you like? What
Okay.
do you like to do?
我嘅名係 Mabel。我而家住喺多倫多加拿大。我同你講嘢，識唔識我講嘢咩啊？
Okay, yeah, that's nice. I didn't understand anything.
So are you from Brazil? Are you born and raised in Brazil?
Yes, I was born and raised in Brazil.
Yeah.
Yes, but next year when I finish my college, I'd like to go to the United States to improve my English.
Perfect.
Because in Brazil, I don't have a lot of opportunity to talk. Because of this, I am on Cambly.
Yeah.
I think it's been a lot helped me to improve my English.
What do you study right now?
Right now, I study at an English school and on Cambly.
Okay.
And I work in a big company, and I study at university.
That's cool. So where in the States are you hoping to go to?
Sometimes I make mistakes about present perfect, and sometimes I use the past tense instead the present past tense. But I think it's normal. Sometimes I like to watch my class and see what I am making mistakes to improve it.
Yeah. I think the hardest part of learning English is some teachers, they focus, this is my opinion, also from me learning like other languages like French. When people learn another language, teachers, they focus so much on grammar, like so much on like present perfect, present continuous, present perfect tense. However, they they don't focus their time on speaking and actually really making sure the student is fluent. So when they always focus on grammar, the students will know how to write a sentence. They will know how to conjugate a sentence. But if they can have a general conversation like we are having right now, they can't do that. So I think that's a huge problem for a lot of ESL schools is grammar.
Yes, I think grammar is good to improve our English, but we need to talk. I think it's the best way to learn another language, right? At my English school, I study at Wizard right now, and I have a friend that study with me. They talk to me, they study with me. He called Gabriel, and he studies a lot with me.
Yeah.
And before I joined On Cambly, I studied with him every day to watching videos on my computer and study in the book and a lot of things like that.
Yeah. That's a great way is to have a buddy to actually really help you practice.
Yes.
And you can talk to each other too, right? You try to speak
because
to each other in English.
I think we Brazilians are usually shy to speak another language. We worry about to make mistakes and stuff like that. But right now, I've been studying on Cambly for only 3 months,
Yeah.
and I am feeling relaxed to talk to a native speaker.
Oh,
It's very
now
good.
I'm talking to you, and I feel you like right now it says beginners, but you're more upper intermediate towards advanced. So you probably started Cambly speaking very little English.
Yes, in the beginning, I wasn't speaking anything. I didn't know a lot of words, and sometimes I didn't understand anything.
Yeah.
So sometimes I speak to repeat and repeat to understand better. But right now I'm understanding better you.
That'd be cool. So when you go to the States, are you going alone, or are you hoping to go with a friend?
Yes, you know, besides the United States, I'd like to go to Canada to improve it too. Do you think Canada is a good place to live, to study?
Oh, well, I'm from Canada, so I prefer to live in Canada over the U.S. anytime because the U.S. has a lot of bad politics. So, because of all the politics and the problems happening right now in the U.S., I am happy to live in Canada because I find Canada, they're more accepting and it's more multicultural. Especially if you live in Toronto, where I am, you meet people from all ethnic backgrounds. So it's more welcoming to foreigners. And Toronto itself has tons of ESL schools. Like there's so much competition that students that come to Toronto, they have many schools to choose from.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Yesterday I talked to another teacher from Toronto.
Okay.
Yes.
What did she say?
Did she say that people from there are very, very polite, and they usually don't say or do things like other countries, like the United States.
Yeah.
So it's pretty nice, and I've noticed that your accent is very, very similar the United States accent.
Oh yeah, our accents are very similar, especially because we're only 2 hours away from New York State. So because we border each other, our accents are pretty much the same. If you meet a Cambly teacher from the southern parts of the U.S., like Texas, South Carolina, Oklahoma, you will notice more of an accent. They will speak differently.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in another country?
Oh, I'm a
Canada?
traveler. I've been all over the world. I need to go to Brazil. That's still on my bucket list. But I've been all over Europe. I lived in London, so I've been almost every country. I've been to almost every country in Western Europe. Did some on Eastern. Like Europe is the continent that I've been a lot to. I've been to China, been to Japan, Singapore, Malaysia, Hong Kong, Morocco, been to Israel. South America, I've only been to Peru. That's it.
Do you like to go to come to Brazil?
I would love to. It's like I'm waiting for the visa. I've been going to countries without visas because I like to just book a ticket and fly. When you need a visa, it's another process.
Yes, yeah. It needs a long time to.
A long time.
Yes, to fill it out, right?
And money, and you have to mail your passport.
It's very, very expensive, right?
That's why I went to China for the first time last year in 2018 in November, and it took so long to go to China because of the same reason, because of the visa. So getting a visa is not fun. It's just it's easy, but it's just money and time to get a visa.
Yes.
That's why I haven't been to Brazil yet.
I've noticed that you look like a Chinese person.
I am Chinese. Like, I'm Chinese background, Chinese heritage.
Oh, were you born in China?
No, I was born in Canada.
Ah, okay. I see. I think when I go to the United States, I will improve a lot my English.
Oh, you will.
Cambly is helping me a lot to do it because I am speaking to native speakers. So when I go there, I think I don't have trouble about it.
Hey, so I have a question to ask you because I've been talking to just other people that that either live in Brazil or have traveled to Brazil. I heard that there's a large Japanese population in Brazil. Is that true?
Yes, in São Paulo, we have a street that there are a lot of Japanese people.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's common. It's a good place to go. It's nice.
I was told that the best sushi outside of Japan is actually in Brazil.
Really?
I don't know. That's what my uncle said. So he said that if you want good sushi, it's Brazil because there's a lot of Japanese immigrants that have immigrated and started their lives in Brazil. So they opened up restaurants. So there's a lot of really good, authentic Japanese restaurants.
Yes, it's common in Brazil. There are a lot of Japanese restaurants, but I don't like it. I don't like Japanese food. So yes, I don't like sushi or stuff like that. Yes, but I think if you come here, I think we will like it.
Oh yeah, I love the barbecue. Your Brazilian barbecue is fantastic.
Yes, barbecue. We love barbecue. We Brazilians love it. We usually eat every weekend.
Every weekend?
Yeah, it's very common here.
Yeah.
What about vegan people? Are there a lot in Canada?
Vegans, there's tons of vegans.
Are you vegan?
No. I love my meat.
Yes, me too.
Are you vegan?
No, I'm not. I like barbecue a lot.
Okay. I'm going to word the thing and say, I love meat.
I don't live without barbecue or meat and so on. So right now I need to come back to my work, okay?
Okay.
It was a pleasure to talk to you. I'd like to talk to you again, okay? Another time.
Take care.
Okay, take care. Have a nice day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.